Sehr gern. Ich habe dein Untold Ages Skript auf circa 8 Minuten gekürzt. Hook, Dramaturgie beibehalten und den Spannungsbogen sogar etwas gestrafft, damit die Retention höher bleibt. Hier ist der kompakte Sprechertext durchgehend. They were already aiming their guns at each other. 2 empires, 1 narrow stretch of ocean, and 1 ship drifting into the wrong place at the worst possible moment. For hours, the world was closer to war than almost anyone realized. No speeches, no negotiations, just silence and fingers on triggers. In 1904, during the Russo-Japanese War, the Russian Baltic Fleet was sent on a desperate journey halfway around the world. Their mission was simple: reach Asia and confront Japan, but their mindset was fear. Commanders had warned the crews that Japanese torpedo boats could be hiding anywhere, even in waters controlled by neutral countries. Weeks at sea turned that warning into paranoia. Men were exhausted. Every shadow felt hostile. Then, in the dark waters of the North Sea, the fleet encountered small fishing boats, lanterns flickering, nets in the water, ordinary British fishermen doing their night work. To the Russian crews, those lights looked like attackers. Someone shouted a warning. No one checked. No one waited. The first shots tore through the night. Cannons roared. Machine guns lit up the waves. The Russian fleet opened fire on British fishing boats. Men were hit. Boats were torn apart. 1 trawler sank. In the chaos, Russian ships began firing at each other. They mistook their own vessels for enemies. 1 cruiser was badly damaged by friendly fire. By morning, Britain woke up to the news. Its civilians had been attacked by a foreign navy. The reaction was explosive. Newspapers demanded revenge. The Royal Navy prepared to intercept the Russian fleet. Behind closed doors, war plans were discussed. If Britain had declared war, Europe could have been pulled into conflict years before World War I, all because of fear, exhaustion, and a single night of panic. The Russian fleet sailed on, damaged and humiliated, shadowed by British warships as they crossed neutral waters. Every encounter felt like it could ignite war. Diplomats rushed to contain the crisis. Russia first denied responsibility, then admitted a tragic mistake. Instead of armies, an international court was used to settle the conflict. Compensation was paid to the victims' families. The world stepped back from the edge. The fleet continued its journey to Asia. Months later, it was almost completely destroyed by Japan in a single decisive battle. The fleet that nearly started a war with Britain never reached its enemy in fighting condition, and all of this began with shadows in the dark. History doesn't always turn on famous leaders or great speeches. Sometimes it turns on tired men staring into the night, seeing enemies where there are none, and pulling a trigger a second too early. For one night in the North Sea, the world balanced on the edge of a war that almost nobody remembers today.